Be good. Be very good.
I think I'm succeeding at being good. Hi, guys. This is Yaya Diamond, and thank you guys so much for tuning in to Dream Chasers Radio. Well, we have amazing guests on this show. My next guest, Mr. Nelson, has really taken it to the far, far snowy tips of the earth kind of thing. I mean, he really took that adventure thing all the way, way further than I would ever even dream in my reality. Like I would watch him on TV or read his book. And that's exactly what we're doing today. I want to welcome him to the show. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Nelson. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, anytime. Now, okay, I have to show people the book cover because literally speaking, what? What? Mr. Nelson, is that you on the cover of that book?
That's my son.
That is your son. Oh, you passed it down. Oh my gosh. Wow. So tell me, okay, so let's back up a little bit. What started this whole thing?
Well, I've been doing 6 canoe trips in northern Canada before this. Brian Knock, who planned the trip, invited his brother to go. His brother had never gone in the wilderness in the north. He's a very good canoeist, but he hadn't gone on any of the trips. So they got together and looked over the maps and decided that the Thlewiaza River would be a good river to run. Then he invited me to go, and I said I'd like to take my son if he wanted to go. And so we did the planning, and we planned for about a year because when you go up to the north, if you forgot something, you do without it. And so you don't forget the important things like food. But so the planning is critical. There's no stores. You cannot get any supplies at all. So you're on your own. And so we got Brian and his brother, myself and my 17-year-old son. And then Brian's brother had a friend who wanted to go, and Brian had another friend who wanted to go. So that ended up to be 6 of us to go on this trip.
My gosh. So wait, I have to go back, Mr. Nelson, because as a woman, there are a lot of things that we forget when we go out, even like to the movies. So if you're saying that if you forget something that's it, you can't get anything.
You cannot get anything.
Wow. Were there times that you guys found yourself not having something that you had to improvise for?
Well, our very first trip, we planned on catching fish, and we didn't catch much fish. So we ran out of food, but just for one day.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How was that? Was that nerve-wracking for you?
No, it was just one day.
Wow.
It was nerve-wracking the next morning. We were supposed to be picked up by a bush pilot, and it was fogged over. We couldn't even see the water from the campsite. And so we thought we were going to be there for another day, and that'd be another day without any food. But the pilot landed. The area over the lake was pretty clear, so he was able to land. He came and he said, "I'll take 4 of you and no gear, or 2 of you and half your gear." Well, we were out of food, so we said, "You take all 4 of us."
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Wow. So this is amazing for me because I don't have the courage to do things like this. And everybody has their own little thing that they do. And this is not one of them for me. But for you, the adventures must have been amazing. I mean, tell me, what was it like to be there with no city lights, no nothing? I mean, what did the sky look like? I mean, describe everything that you saw for the first time, just like when you first saw it. What was that like for you?
Well, for all of us, and including my son, we welcome it. We like to be able to think that we can work it on our own. And you have no one to consult. You work it out on your own, or you don't do it. So uh, this trip had lots of very tense moments. And I asked my son, actually just a couple of years ago, you never said you wanted to quit. Let's end this as fast as we can. I said, what was your thoughts? And he says, oh, I always looked forward to the adventure you're going to take me on the next day. So
Wow.
that's my attitude as well. There's my son, and that's where the ice was covering over this lake. It was thin.
Mm, mm, mm.
Um, we, we,
Wow.
we were able to get a pathway and got back on the river again at the end of the lake.
Mm.
This is Carl Schmieder, who's gone on several trips with us. He loves to fish.
Mm-hmm.
He loves fishing more than he does the canoeing, but he goes on the canoe trips because the fishing is wonderful.
Mm. This is amazing. I mean, these pictures, these memories are all in the book. And this is just beautiful.
That's Lake Newton, and you see the ice across there.
Mm-hmm.
That was the beginning of 85 miles of ice.
Ooh.
So we couldn't continue as we had planned. And so we had looked at our options and decided we could portage over to the Seal River. The pilot who flew us in said he knew the Seal River was flowing.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to go over to the Seal River. And as you see there were lots of ice. Even when we finished the portage, we had to put in off ice.
Mm. This is amazing. I mean, were there any times where you thought this is just straight out of a movie? Like, I mean, I can't be living this kind of life. This can't be happening to me. Were there
No,
any
I
moments?
look forward to the adventure.
Mm.
At no time did I think, this is something for someone else to do. I always thought of it as, boy, we got problems. Let's solve them and get back home.
Well, I hope you're enjoying the show. Oh my gosh, I am so very excited to have you here. 4% of you. The 96% that have watched over and over again and tuned into a lot of my shows have not subscribed. I have over 41,000 people here, and that would overfill a stadium, which is amazing. I never thought I could ever fill a stadium, but for YouTube, that's kind of a little 4%. So if the 96% of you, oh my gosh, that's so many people, would please take a moment and click the subscribe button, I would be so grateful. And back to the show. Thank you. Mr. Nelson, you are the quintessential adventurist. And I absolutely love it. And you passed it down to your children. But why write the book? What was the book's original purpose?
Well, Brian's brother wrote the log for the trip,
Mm-hmm.
and he had just sent me an update of it using modern technology. He just back in when we first did the trip, you had to paste pictures in the pages and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he built the pictures into the text, and he did a wonderful job. My wife came over and said, I need something exciting to read. She was actually just 3 months before dying, and she was feeling very low. And so I said, oh, this is exciting. Read this. She had never had any interest in reading about the canoe trips. She didn't read any of the logs or anything. The next day, she brings it back, and I was amazed she finished it so fast. So I thought, you didn't like it. And she said, oh, I could not put it down.
Wow.
She says, this is the most exciting thing, but if I had known you were taking these trips, I would never have let you go.
Oh gosh, you hit that from her really good though, Mr. Nelson. You did that on purpose.
But, I love them. She hated them.
Yeah.
I took her on one trip once, and I knew she didn't like it. So I waited a couple of years, and I said, that was an interesting trip. We had a lot of fun. She says, that was the worst trip I took in my whole life.
Oh gosh. I guess she never went on another one. No. Never went on another one after that.
She never
Did
went down. No, no way. She
no.
would canoe with me down in Colorado, on the
Hmm.
Colorado River and things like that. But she would not go to Canada.
Well, listen, Mr. Nelson, I kind of don't blame her, okay? I kind of don't blame her. I wouldn't go either. I'm sorry. So, you have any kind of moments with your son, your 70 was it 17-year-old son during any of the trips? Did you have like a funny moment?
Well, the moment I was most concerned, we were just got on Hudson Bay, and the river went out a ways, so we were a couple miles offshore, coming back into the mainland, and off to our left there was two huge beluga whales, and they came swimming right at us, and I was thinking of Moby Dick, and where they whales attacked the boat,
Yeah.
and but the whales got about 30 feet off from us and dove under us, and they said, "Oh, that's fun." They
Oh
turned
no.
around and went under us again, and then turned around for the third time and went under us. And each time, if those whales had just made a slight little misjudgment, we would have flown into the water, and actually, we wouldn't have survived. We're a couple miles offshore, and the
No.
water temperature is around 50 degrees. So that was the most scary moment I had in the trip.
Oh no. 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 I'm glad you're still here. I'm glad everybody's still here because no. No.
Uh, you know, Most people say, "Oh, I'd love to go on that trip." And if, I've had a couple people say, "I'd like to go," but every time I ask them if they can make it this summer, they always have some excuse.
You
And
still
most
go?
people who have gone on the trip say, "Don't ever invite me again. I don't want to go."
You still go?
I went 19 times.
What? Mr. Nelson, you still go on those trips?
No, I'm too old now.
Oh, I was getting ready to say, Mr. Nelson, you cannot be going on those trips. I forbade you to go on those trips. No, no. Oh my gosh, 19 times? That's like tempting fate. And you know what? I saw a video on the website. Is this video about what is this? The book trailer? This is the book trailer. Can we see that?
Yeah, yes, I've seen it.
Awesome. We're gonna go ahead and see the book. We're gonna go ahead and see that book trailer, okay? Let's watch that. I want to see it.
Some days we had beautiful days like this, just gorgeous weather.
Wow. Wow. Mr. Nelson, that almost made me cry. I mean, literally speaking, the times that you had, the moments that you had to share with your son, those are moments you cherish for like eternity, like forever. Like that must have been amazing for you guys to have shared that time together. When you look back on those moments, do you regret any of them, or is it something that you'd love to do one more time?
Oh, I love to do it. I don't regret any of it. It is nice to look back to see that I've survived it, but I'm happy that I did it and I enjoyed it.
Mm, I
And,
love it.
and that was my seventh trip, and so I had 12 more that I did. The trips ranged from 11 days was the shortest. Most of them were around 21 days. My longest was 37 days.
Mm-mm. I could see this being a movie, especially with the whales. Okay, that's to me. I could see it. I could see. Is this going to be a movie?
I'd like to
This should be a movie.
entice somebody to make a movie of it.
This should be. If anybody's watching out there that has the budget, contact Mr. Nelson. I will put the link to his website. You can contact him in the description box. This should be a movie. It should be a movie. The times that you share with your kid, the talks that you probably had, the fires, the day you guys didn't find any food. I mean, all of that is like movie stuff, okay? And it's a true story. That to me, that takes the cake. That takes the cake. I absolutely love it. I think it should be a movie, and I will buy the first ticket. I definitely will.
I think it would make a very good movie. It's
Oh yeah.
got everything from beautiful canoe days and terrifying nights on Hudson Bay.
Woo, woo. It must have been cold.
It wasn't terribly cold, but the night on Hudson Bay, I got very, very cold.
Wow. Wow. Well, Mr. Nelson, I want to thank you so much for being on the show and for bringing your story to us. I truly, truly hope that someone contact your publishing company, somebody, get this sent to a movie uh, production company because this should be one of the adventure stories of the year, if not the best. You get the right people on this and you can win the Oscar. I'm not going to lie to you.
I agree with you. I think
I
they
agree.
could do it.
Oh yeah, and I've seen lots of books, but I think this one touched my heart only because you did this with your son. You did this with people you love. There was adventure. There was, the whales. There was a day with no food. There was the nights of talking with your kid. There were 80 miles of freaking ice that you couldn't even get through, and you had to reroute yourself, not even knowing if the reroute was going to be any good. I mean, literally speaking, that is movie. That is movie. That is movie stuff right there. That is it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I'm all excited about it, but somebody needs to get this and turn it into a movie. Definitely. Definitely. Now, how do you call what is the name of the what is it? Seal Rivers. But how do you say the name of the Seal River?
Well, the Thlewiaza River is
Your wise.
an Inuit name, and
Mm-hmm.
then the Seal River is named after seals.
Yeah, well, somebody needs to contact you. I don't know what it is, but that's going to be the movie of the year. Whoever does this is going to be the movie of the year. You need to go ahead and contact Mr. Nelson. I'll put the link in the description box below, but right underneath me, you can see his website is frednelsonbook.com, and you can go and contact him. And seriously, this needs to be a movie. It needs to be a movie. I'm not going to lie to you. And if you guys agree with me, comment below that this should be a movie because I'd like to see it. I'd like to see who would play you, Mr. Nelson.
Well, I was glad to be here.
No,
I'd
who
like
would
to
play
make
you in the movie?
one
Like
comment. My
who would play
son
you?
is a fabulous canoeist, and I'd love to have him with me. I'm more confident canoeing with him than anyone else.
That's amazing. But who would play you if you had this in the movie? Who would be you, like in the movie? Like who would play you?
Gee, I don't know who it would be.
Oh, you got to think about that
You'd
now.
have to
See.
be a good canoeist.
Well, Mr. Nelson, thank you so much again for being on the show. I appreciate it. You guys, I'm going to put that link in the description box below that you can go ahead and get that book. I would say get the book, but also, everybody, like, if you know someone that can actually turn this into a movie, please do. My gosh, this is just amazing stuff right here. And it would go big. Mr. Nelson, thank you. Is there anything we left out today?
No, that pretty well summarizes it.
I think so, except for that movie part of it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm into it. I'm already seeing it. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to dare to be different. And until next time, guys. Bye. Mr. Nelson, thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you for watching.